What's up everybody, Clark coming at you from Liquid Studio Productions. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at how to set up an effects loop using the Axe FX3. Let's dive in. So the routing options are pretty much endless when it comes to the Axe FX3. My setup's pretty basic, which I'll get into. It's just pretty much my guitar into the Axe FX, and then I'll show you from here how I route it to the Boss RV500 pedal that I'm using for the demo, and then we'll get into Axe Edit.
My guitar is plugged into the instrument input on the front of the Axe FX. Here at the back, I'm running out of output 3, a single cable, which is then routed into the input of the Boss RV500 seen here. From there, I have the signal routed as a stereo output from the Boss RV500. That stereo signal then runs back into the Axe FX into input 3 left and right. I should also mention a very crucial part of this setup. On the front panel of the Axe FX3, make sure that your outputs, whichever one you're using, 1, 2, 3, or 4 for your effects loop, is turned up. Now let's check out the routing on the Axe Edit page. I have a very basic setup here, as you can see, an amp, cab block, and the M-Plex block in one row, and the row below I have my effects loop engaged with input and output 3 set up. The M-Plex block will allow me to engage and disengage the effects loop when I want, or just run the clean signal from the Axe FX. Let's check it out. Now switching to row 4 to engage the effects loop. The M-Plex is really cool because it will allow you to engage and disengage the effects loop with just the switch of one button on the FC controller. You can also run multiple effects loops out of the Axe FX using the other outputs, and then use the M-Plex to switch between your batches of effects. Now if you want a more basic setup, I've eliminated the M-Plex and now I'm running the effects loop in parallel with the dry signal out of the cab block. I then have control over how much of the effects I want to send back into my signal using the output section from the Axe FX and adjusting the volume of the rows. Now you can get very creative with how you run the effects loop. You can run it like I have in parallel and mix it back into your dry signal. You can eliminate the stunts coming out of the cabinet into the output block and just have the effects loop running in series with the amp and cab. You can also move the input and output blocks to allow the effects loop to come after the amp head before the cabinet or before the amp head altogether. If you have multiple effects loops, you could run, say, your distortions and compressors before the amp head block and then set up another one in between the amp and the cabinet for all your modulation and time-based effects.
Thanks everybody for checking out our video. If you liked it,
Please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on our latest videos.
You can connect with us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
We also host a live stream every Monday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube.
All the songs we create are released on all the major distributors, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, and YouTube Music. We use DistroKid to release our content. Anybody who's not a member, there's an affiliate link below. You can sign up and save yourself 7%. Thanks for watching.